or a dynamite contractor. Your younger brother Gary is a slightly less dynamite contractor, but together, you make Mom proud. Look at you two, and look at your crew. Brenda, the calculator Cutler, Bill the Drill Robinson, and then there's the new guy. New guy struggles with stairs, and that'll cost you. Lucky for you, you have IMT Business Insurance. Learn more at imtins.com. Be worry-free with IMT.
Advanced Sunflower is your locally owned and operated sunflower processing company that buys all types of sunflowers for the edible and bird food industries. They market sunflowers domestically and internationally, so they have a wide range of options to get you the best price for your sunflowers. Most advanced sunflower contracts have an Act of God clause, so you don't have to worry if Mother Nature
I know it's the on.
Test.
takes a toll on your crop. Give Jared or Danny a call to get you the most profit out of your sunflowers.
A credit card that fits your lifestyle and saves you money. Why would you settle for anything less? A Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa will earn travel rewards, 1% cash back, and 9.90% annual percentage rate, the right rate. And all the right features puts you right where you want to be. Stop by any convenient branch location or check us out online at DakotaLandFCU.com. Dakota Land, federally insured by NCUA.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Burke Livestock Auction is a family-owned livestock marketing center in Burke, South Dakota. We are located in south central part of the state. Cattle sales are held weekly on Saturdays, with approximately 65,000 of south central South Dakota and north central Nebraska's finest feeder and breeding cattle marketed annually. Mark your calendar for our September 21st fall calf and yearling sale. Sale starts at 9:30 with lunch to start at 11. Burke Livestock is a proud supporter of state amateur baseball.
When it comes to sports bars, the Sports Center in Larchwood, Iowa has put themselves above the rest. They open bright and early, 7 a.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. on weekends, so you can start your day off right with them. And speaking of starting your day off right, they have daily food specials that will have your taste buds jumping for joy. The best flatbread pizza in the area, top-notch burgers, and don't worry, they have the best salads as well. The Sports Center in Larchwood. If you haven't tried it yet, put it down as your next destination.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What started out to be a small community celebration has grown into an attraction that draws literally thousands of people each year. Mark your calendars for June 19th, 20th, and 21st, 2025 for the 75th Annual Tabor Check Days in Tabor, South Dakota. Check food, check music, and check hospitality await you in Tabor. Check Days is sponsored by the Tabor Chamber of Commerce and proudly supports the Tabor Bluebirds and Bonhomme High School athletics.
Sun Gold Sports is proud to call Mitchell and Huron home. With over 50 years of experience, we are here for all of your printing needs. Whether it's for your business, school, or personal, we are your one-stop custom shop. screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, banners, trophies, awards, and so much more. Give Steph a call at 605-770-6829. Sun Gold Sports of Huron and Mitchell. We print t-shirts.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the home convenience store.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Prairie Valley Farm Charolais is located in Platte. Since 1980, David has worked with his father, family, and hired men to provide bulls with the best health, management, selection, and genetics to produce a quality product to meet the customer's needs. Mark your calendar for their annual bull sale on the second Saturday of April. Check out their website at pvfcharolais.com or give David Mason a call for more information. Prairie Valley Farm Charolais is a proud supporter of all Black Panther school activities. Remember, U.S. beef, it's what's for dinner. Located in the heart of Mitchell, Blarney's is your one-stop for mouth-watering food, refreshing drinks, and your latest sports action. Fans, it's state amateur baseball time, and Blarney's is your pre- and post-game destination. Whether you're finishing up the early game and need a spot to eat for lunch, or celebrating a late-night victory, stop in at Blarney's and keep the party going with cold, refreshing drinks. Blarney's Sports Bar and Grill, a proud supporter of the state amateur baseball tournament.
From your innovative attachment solutions provider for over 40 years, MDS Manufacturing. One of a kind, revolutionary, game-changing. MDS doesn't make the loader, MDS makes the loader better.
As the weather warms up, so does our time outside. If you've been putting off your next home project, then Elite Renovations in Platte and Mitchell is ready to help. If you're looking to upgrade or update your roof, siding, windows, doors, and decking, they've got you covered. Interior trim, flooring, cabinets, tile, or drywall, they got the crews. Book a free consultation to discuss your options. Visit their website at elitereno-sd.com to get started with your summer project.
The One Stop in Redfield is a friendly, family-owned business. We carry hot stuff, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Before you take a trip, or if you're just out and about, stop by and fuel up with Sinclair gasoline from E30 to E85. Use your Dino app for extra savings and your Pump and Save card for free stuff. Don't forget to visit the automatic car wash for that spotless shine. One Stop in Redfield is a proud supporter of all school sports and activities.
Triatel is a telecommunications company that serves over 10 small communities.
And just because you live in a small community doesn't mean that you can't get good service.
For me, it's really important to be able to work remotely here in the country.
If you live in the Triatel service area and you're looking for a good, reliable, high-speed internet connection, we've served our members for 65 years and we're going to be serving you long into the future.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
A better you starts closer to home, with people who understand your way of life and belong to your community. Primary care providers at Horizon Health know you and know how to help you stay well. We're here to keep you healthy and care for you through every stage of life, so you can keep doing what you love and make every day a better one. Schedule an appointment at horizonhealthcare.org.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
It might be time for you to strongly consider leasing bulls from Jorgensen Land and Cattle. Here's Cody.
Well, it's a really good option to acquire some excellent genetics for affordable price. It's become really popular. When you first hear about lease bulls, sometimes it may frighten a person. So this is a different ballgame. You know, there's a genetic program behind these bulls. These are bulls that have a genetic program and really are designed genetically to very nice calves.
Call 1-800-548-BULL.
At Lesterville Feed and Grain, they pride themselves on offering top-notch products at competitive prices. Whether you're looking for feed for your livestock or grains for your crops, they have you covered. And with their market bids, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best deal possible. But it's not just about the products, it's about the service. Their knowledgeable staff is there to help answer any questions you may have and provide expert advice to help you succeed in your farming endeavors.
Shields All Sports Store is your one-stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one-stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one-stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee-owned, community-minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Dr. Kelly Tobin and staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect, so you get everything you need right here in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
The heart of farming season is coming up, and Yankton International is your HIH dealer in Crofton, Nebraska. Yankton International offers top-notch parts and service to keep your equipment running smoothly all season long. Their team of experts is there to help with any maintenance or repairs you may need, so you can focus on what you do best, farming. And don't forget to check out their website for the latest deals and promotions. Whether you're in the market for a new piece of equipment or just need some replacement parts, Yankton International has you covered.
We travel in packs. Fearless first-timers and go-getters. Sightseers and mudslingers. Trail conquerors and adrenaline junkies. We believe great rides deserve great company. And wherever the ride takes us, there's always room for one more.
Experience the enduring legacy of Castlewood Farms Elevator, a farmer-owned cooperative that has served the ag community for more than a century. Dedicated to enhancing efficiency and offering superior services, they provide a comprehensive range of crop nutrition, protection products, commercial fertilizer, and livestock feed. Visit CastlewoodElevator.com or give them a call today. Your ultimate destination for agriculture needs is Castlewood Farmers Elevator.
Discover a piece of Americana at Cohn's Corner, a renowned 1920s rural gas station turned firearm haven in the upper Midwest. Since 2004, their updated store has preserved nostalgia with gas pumps and snacks for travelers alongside a selection of 2,500 firearms. Purchase in-store or through Charlie for global delivery. They buy single guns, entire collections, and offer trades. Whether you're a collector or looking to sell, they've got you covered. Cohen's Corner, proud sponsor of Castlewood Youth Athletics and Events.
At Heartland State Bank, our customers are at the center of everything we do. Heartland State Bank is a family-owned community bank and here for you. We have an experienced lending staff for fast, local decisions. Heartland State Bank offers competitive rates and is proud to provide uptown services with a hometown touch. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we aspire to support the communities we live and work in. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
It may seem like the smallest town in South Dakota, so how could it have everything you need when you may find yourself in the middle of nowhere? But at Canova Service Center, whatever you may need in the middle of nowhere, that's where they are. Fencing, lumberyard, hardware, oil changes, tire sales, and repair. Rental equipment, feed bunks, cattle shelters, convenience store, and more. So no, you're not in the middle of nowhere. It's the Canova Service Center.
We're your local one-stop shop. This is Angela, owner and operator of Amcoda Farm and Home Center. From the DIYers, fixer-uppers, to contractors, we have what you need to get the job done. Building supplies, Valspar paint, and tools, Crystal X tubs, fencing supplies, and bog boots for your farm needs. We know how busy life can get. We offer delivery to make your life easier. Amcoda Farm and Home Center on Dakota Avenue in Wessington Springs. Big city value.
If you love being outside, solving problems, and working with your hands, apply now at James Valley Landscape Solutions. James Valley offers on-the-job training in all aspects of the green industry, with modern equipment and technology and competitive pay. Benefits include overtime pay, healthcare, dental, vision, and more. Apply now at jamesvalleylandscape.com or in person at 600 West Spruce in Mitchell.
Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator is a proud supporter of the Mount Vernon Mustangs at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator has been servicing the Mount Vernon area for over 75 years. See them for your agronomy and feed needs no matter the farming season. They will take care of all your grain handling needs as well. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator would like to wish the Mustangs and all the teams best of luck at the state tournament.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Each family's needs are different and special. Will Funeral Chapel will listen with sensitivity, answer all questions, and respect your choices. The Will Funeral Chapel staff can assist you in planning and coordinating all the details. They will explain all the different options to make you feel at ease and most comfortable with all the decisions. Find out more by visiting their website at willfuneralchapel.com. Their sincerest hope is that you and your family will be comforted by their efforts.
Are you in need of high-quality lumber for your next project? Looking for top-notch agronomy services to keep your crops thriving? Need a reliable source of propane and fuel for your home or business? Look no further than Tabor Lumber Co-op. Whether you're a seasoned contractor or a DIY enthusiast, Tabor Lumber Co-op has everything you need to get the job done right. And with their competitive prices and top-notch customer service, you'll be glad you chose Tabor Lumber Co-op for all your lumber, propane, and agronomy services.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour are your 100% locally owned team of agronomy experts. We offer Agronomy 365, which provides info in real time to make decisions that result in better, more profitable farming. We know you and your operation with service beyond compare. Get a jump on spring planning with Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour. We are ag done right, the American way.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
C&B is proud to support our local farmers. Rooted in agriculture, we are committed to our customers. You can shop local with C&B, your John Deere dealer, providing you with new and used equipment, parts on hand, and service all year round. Our entire inventory is available to you online at DeereEquipment.com. C&B, proud to be your local John Deere dealer.
Live Ticket TV continues to grow and bring you more sports coverage than ever before. And now, Live Ticket TV is happy to announce their partnership into college athletics with Dakota Wesleyan University. That's right, Tiger Nation. Live Ticket TV and DWU have teamed up to bring you coverage of all home sporting activities for the Tigers. If you'd like to advertise during these sporting events, give Live Ticket TV a call. Dakota Wesleyan University Sports, now on Live Ticket TV.
B&S Services LLC is your locally owned repair service center. We specialize in full-service automotive, semi-trailer, and small engine repair, along with tire services. Repair services range from a simple oil change to sharpening mower blades to a more complicated electrical diagnosis. Located at 38058 South Dakota Highway 34, look for us on the hill heading west out of town. Phone Cody Barber 605-350-4293 and Arian Schooler 605-770-9398. B&S Services LLC is a proud sponsor of Wessington Springs Spartans Athletic.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
You are a dynamite contractor. Your younger brother Gary is a slightly less dynamite contractor. But together, you make Mom proud. Look at you two. And look at your crew. Brenda, the calculator Cutler, Bill, the drill Robinson, and then there's the new guy. New guy struggles with stairs, and that'll cost you. Lucky for you, you have IMT Business Insurance. Learn more at imtins.com. Be worry-free with IMT.
Advanced Sunflower is your locally owned and operated sunflower processing company that buys all types of sunflowers for the edible and bird food industries. They market sunflowers domestically and internationally, so they have a wide range of options to get you the best price for your sunflowers. Most advanced sunflower contracts have an Act of God clause, so you don't have to worry if Mother Nature takes a toll on your crop. Give Jared or Danny a call to get you the most profit out of your sunflowers.
A credit card that fits your lifestyle and saves you money. Why would you settle for anything less? A Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa will earn travel rewards, 1% cash back, and 9.90% annual percentage rate, the right rate. And all the right features puts you right where you want to be. Stop by any convenient branch location or check us out online at DakotaLandFCU.com. Dakota Land, federally insured by NCUA.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Burke Livestock Auction is a family-owned livestock marketing center in Burke, South Dakota. We are located in south central part of the state. Cattle sales are held weekly on Saturdays, with approximately 65,000 of south central South Dakota and north central Nebraska's finest feeder and breeder.
Okay, Brock, I think we got it. We got audio now. So are we on?
We are on.
We've been experiencing some technical difficulties, but with Caleb Titsey, this is Brock Greenfield coming to you live and direct from Drake Field here on a Friday afternoon. This is the second weekend of this Class A portion of the State Amateur Baseball Tournament. We'll try to get you caught up on everything that you hopefully have seen, but didn't know who was swinging and so on and so forth.
Number 5, Goki.
So in the top of the first inning, Aberdeen stepped up. Christian Cox grounded out to the shortstop, Goki. Michael Babcock singled on a line drive out to left. He was followed by John Baker, who came up with the big fly, a home run to left field. So with the Circus Sports Bar leading 2-0, the next batter, this one's lined out into center. The next batter was Casey Vining, and he flew out to right field. And then Tyler Oliver grounded out to first. Didn't so much as leave the batter's box as it trickled down the first baseline, bounced back and forth the way it looked, but it ended up in fair territory. So for Aberdeen, there were 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, no men left on base. Shugo Kondo was the first batter up this inning for Yankton. He flied out to the right fielder, Easton Miller. And then I think it was Will. Yep. Will Rauch was the second batter up. And he flied out to left. Then you saw the line drive out to center. And then there was a fly out to right. So I'll try to continue getting you caught up as we come back in the top of the second inning with Aberdeen leading the Yankton Tappers 2-0.
Cattle marketed annually. Mark your calendar for our September 21st fall calf and yearling sale. Sale starts at 9:30 with lunch to start at 11. Burke Livestock is a proud supporter of state amateur baseball.
When it comes to sports bars, the Sports Center in Larchwood, Iowa has put themselves above the rest. They open bright and early, 7 a.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. on weekends, so you can start your day off right with them. And speaking of starting your day off right, they have daily food specials that will have your taste buds jumping for joy. The best flatbread pizza in the area, top-notch burgers, and don't worry, they have the best salads as well. The Sports Center in Larchwood. If you haven't tried it yet, put it down as your next destination.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the home convenience place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't.
What started out to be a small community celebration has grown into an attraction that draws literally thousands of people each year. Mark your calendars for June 19th, 20th, and 21st, 2025 for the 75th Annual Tabor Check Days in Tabor, South Dakota. Check food, check music, and check hospitality await you in Tabor. Check Days is sponsored by the Tabor Chamber of Commerce and proudly supports the Tabor Bluebirds and Bonhomme High School athletics.
Sun Gold Sports is proud to call Mitchell and Huron home. With over 50 years of experience, we are here for all of your printing needs. Whether it's for your business, school, or personal, we are your one-stop custom shop. Screen printing, embroidery, vinyl, banners, trophies, awards, and so much more. Give Steph a call at 605-770-6829. Sun Gold Sports of Huron and Mitchell. We print t-shirts.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs. The toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It'd be just the right size. It would be an Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the home convenience store.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Prairie Valley Farm Charlotte is located in Platte. Since 1980, David has worked with his father, family, and hired men to provide bulls with the best health, management, selection, and genetics to produce a quality product to meet the customer's needs. Mark your calendar for their annual bull sale on the second Saturday of April. Check out their website at pvfcharlotte.com or give David Mason a call for more information. Prairie Valley Farm Charlotte is a proud supporter of all Black Panther school activities. Remember, U.S. beef, it's what's for dinner. Located in the heart of Mitchell, Blarney's is your one stop for mouth-watering food, refreshing drinks, and your latest sports action. Fans, it's state amateur baseball time, and Blarney's is your pre- and post-game destination. Whether you're finishing up the early game and need a spot to eat for lunch or celebrating a late-night victory, stop in at Blarney's and keep the party going with cold, refreshing drinks. Blarney's Sports Bar and Grill, a proud supporter of the state amateur baseball tournament.
Well, the technical difficulties allowed me to let my guard down. Now I got a mouthful of donut. So we're here in the bottom half of the second inning. The top half went 1-2-3 for the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar. I'm just coming back to the Tappers in their half of the bottom of the first. After Goki singled on that line drive out to center, then Lucas Kampshoff flied out to left, relatively deep out there. There's a swing and a miss. So then in the top of the second, it was Easton Miller flying out to Kampshoff. I think that's Sam out in center. And then Kelly Coates grounded out to the shortstop, and Steinwand struck out swinging. Leading things off here in the bottom of the second, it was Colin Zarbach going down on strikes. There's a nice play by John Baker over at third base. Hard hit ground ball. He's able to field and fires across for the out. Baker to Vining.
Number 13, the center fielder, Sam Kampshoff.
Yeah, I can't find it. I can't even type it.
Batter now for Yankton is Sam Kampshoff. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. And there's another strike to Sam. Sam, the grandson of a Canova area legend, Jerry Kampshoff. His dad is Jesse, my brother's college roommate for a number of years. Sam takes that one, so it's 1-2 the count now. We're going to set the defense here when we get an opportunity to let you know who's playing where. Here's the 2-2 pitch with two down, and there's a wave and a miss, and that's going to do it for the Yankton Tappers in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no men left on base. You're watching continuing coverage of the South Dakota Amateur Baseball Tournament. Today it's Class A coverage on Live Ticket TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
From your innovative attachment solutions provider for over 40 years, MDS Manufacturing. One of a kind, revolutionary, game-changing. MDS doesn't make the loader, MDS makes the loader better.
As the weather warms up, so does our time outside. If you've been putting off your next home project, then Elite Renovations in Platte and Mitchell is ready to help. If you're looking to upgrade or update your roof, siding, windows, doors, and decking, they've got you covered. Interior trim, flooring, cabinets, tile, or drywall, they got the crews. Book a free consultation to discuss your options. Visit their website at elitereno-sd.com to get started with your summer project.
The One Stop in Redfield is a friendly, family-owned business. We carry hot stuff, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Before you take a trip, or if you're just out and about, stop by and fuel up with Sinclair gasoline from E30 to E85. Use your Dyno app for extra savings and your Pump and Save card for free stuff. Don't forget to visit the automatic car wash for that spotless shine. One Stop in Redfield is a proud supporter of all school sports and activities.
Triatel is a
Circus bar, and he's down in the, well, he's down. He got down in the count. He took a look at the first pitch, swung at the second one, and then flied out.
Number 16, the center fielder, Colton Cox.
Colton Cox now. He's the top of the order for the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar, and he pops this one. Well, it was foul, and then it drifted back fair. So on one pitch, Colton Cox is retired, and with two down now, the batter is Michael Babcock, Dr. Babcock. I see him at least once a year. He's a chiropractor, also does DOT physicals. Little shout out to him. Good dude, too. Count 0-1 to the Doc. Big swing and a miss. He also has been known to break Clark Trader's hearts. One, because he should be playing that. No, he's got an office in town. He came to town one night, and they were down in the ninth inning, and he delivered the knockout blow. Put Aberdeen on top. They were 14-0 when they came to town, and Clark Traders had them down, and the pitcher ran into a little trouble, loaded the bases, and then Dr. Babcock hit a grand slam. That was that. Smashed that one over to the third baseman. Nice play by Luke Kamshoff over there at third to snag that ball that was earmarked for left field. That's going to reach either side. There were 3 up and 3 down in the top of the third for the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar. We'll be back with the bottom half in 60 seconds on Live Ticket TV.
a telecommunications company that serves over 10 small communities.
And just because you live in a small community doesn't mean that you can't get good service.
For me, it's really important to be able to work remotely here in the country.
If you live in the Triatel service area and you're looking for a good, reliable, high-speed internet connection, we've served our members for 65 years and we're going to be serving you long into the future.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at NewGen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, NewGen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
A better use.
And we're back here, bottom of the third inning. Josh Sheldon, the right fielder for Yankton, steps up, takes the first pitch for a called strike. And there's another called strike. So out in left field for the Aberdeen Circus, it's Jesse Babcock. In center field, Christian Cox. In right field, Ethan Miller. Got to be the Ethan Miller, or Easton, I'm sorry. Easton Miller. Got to be the one that used to live in and play for Redfield. I've coached against a lot of E. Millers, M-I-L-L-A-R, and they were all pretty good, and I didn't know where any of them had landed. Turns out Easton now on the field for the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar. 1-2 remains the count as this one's lifted out into right field, the lazy fly ball. And speaking of Easton Miller, he's the one that makes the putout. Records that F9. Around the infield, you got John Baker at third, Michael Babcock, at shortstop. I got to get a first name on Steinwant. Josh Steinwant at second base and Casey Vining at first. Doing the catching today is Kelly Coates, and on the mound is Chad Ellingson. Tyler Oliver is incidentally serving as the DH for Ellingson. So Mac Riken is down in the count. He's the second baseman for the Tappers. And that ball is taken high. Behind the plate is John Whitcraft. Drawing a blank. I know him. There's a called third strike. So with 2 down, we roll over to the top of the order. And it is Shugo Kondo.
The top of the order, number 7, the catcher, Shugo Kondo.
Where's your umpire list? The minute I started to say him, I blanked out. John Whitcraft, as I said, Chris Mercado is over at first base, and Jeff Fryman is at third. 1-0 the count to Shugo. And after foul ball, it's 1-1. A few fun names here at the South Dakota Amateur Tournament, but Shugo Kondo has to be one of the top names. Just kind of rolls off the tongue. Here's the 1-1, and he lines that one out into left field. He's going, chasing him back. That was off the wall, and leaping effort by Jesse Babcock out there in left field, but not able to come up with it. That ball jumped off his bat. He coasts in with a double. Shugo showing why he's batting in that leadoff spot for the Tappers. Next up is Will Rauch, R-A-U-C-H. I've seen that, or I've heard that pronounced a number of different ways, but on our lineup card they put the pronunciation R-O-U-K, so we'll go with Rauch. And if it's wrong, sorry Mom, sorry Grandma, uncles and aunts, grandpas and dads. We try to get them right. We do the best we can with the information we're given. Rauch smashes that one out in right field, but they're giving chase, and as the right fielder and center fielder converge on it, Colton Cox calls off Miller and takes care of it. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base in the bottom of the third for the Tappers. We'll be back with the Aberdeen half of the fourth in 60 seconds.
Starts closer to home with people who understand your way of life and belong to your community. Primary care providers at Horizon Health know you and know how to help you stay well. We're here to keep you healthy and care for you through every stage of life, so you can keep doing what you love and make every day a better one. Schedule an appointment at horizonhealthcare.org.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
It might be time for you to strongly consider leasing bulls from Jorgensen Land and Cattle. Here's Cody.
Well, it's a really good option to acquire some excellent genetics for an affordable price. It's become really popular. When you first hear about lease bulls, sometimes it may frighten a person. So this is a different ballgame. You know, there's a genetic program behind these bulls. These are bulls that have a genetic program and really are designed genetically to very nice calves.
Call 1-800-548-BULL.
Sam Kampshoff in center, Josh Sheldon in right. Around the infield, left to right. Luke Kampshoff at third. Joe Goki at short. Mac Riken at second. Mitch Gullickson at first.
Number 13, third baseman John Baker.
Doing the catching is Shugo Kondo, and the pitcher is Cade Sudbeck. Up in the count is Sudbeck, and the batter is John Baker. Baker 1 for 1 on the day. Here's the 0-2. That misses high and away. Good pitcher's pitch there. Try to get him to chase something. Let him get himself out. If he goes after it, he's not going to do anything with a pitch like that. And there was a check swing. He not able to check it, so they make the appeal. And I got to hand it to Baker. When he recognized that he was going to get punched out by the first base ump, saying that he did go too far, he took off because that was down in the turf. It would normally be in the dirt, but we're here at Drake. First pitch to Casey Vining. Swung on and missed. And there's a ball. Vining a Legion pickup. That's why he's wearing a different uniform. So a young kid out there. And he's batting in the 4 spot in the Aberdeen Circus lineup. Says a lot about him. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. It's a line drive out into right field, and that's going to burn Sheldon out and right. And Vining is hustling. He's heading into second and coasts in with a stand-up double. So with 1 down, Vining is at second base. That brings up the designated hitter, Tyler Oliver. T.O. Been around the Aberdeen area for a long time. Played for Groton for a few years and has landed with the Circus Sports Bar. Been there for probably at least 8 or 10. Used to throw. I thought he had a very lively arm. Hasn't been on the mound for a while. Takes a half-hearted cut at that one, and it's a strike regardless. Umpire just turning and signaling, not suggesting that he swung too far, so it was a called strike. There goes the runner, and that's a hose, and Vining is down. Goes down on the laser from Condo to Luke Campshaw. I better catch up. Hate to say laser without doing quotes. Oliver hits that one back to Sudbeck. Sudbeck plays his position, fires to first base, and that will retire the side for Aberdeen. There were no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no men left on base.
For Aberdeen, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base.
We'll head into the...
At Lesterville Feed and Grain, they pride themselves on offering top-notch products at competitive prices. Whether you're looking for feed for your livestock or grains for your crops, they have you covered. And with their market bids, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best deal possible. But it's not just about the products, it's about the service. Their knowledgeable staff is there to help answer any questions you may have and provide expert advice to help you succeed in your farming endeavors.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Tappers is Joe Goki. He's the shortstop, 1 for 1 on the day. Bats in the 3 spot, lined one out into center field in his first at bat. Takes this one for a called strike. Christian Cox begins his 4th inning of work. He's thrown 31 pitches, 30 through 3. This ball popped up over by the dugout, and it's going to clobber the top. So it goes for a foul ball, and Chad Ellingson is up in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch, and that one's lined out into right field, and it almost burned Easton Miller. Recognized it at the last minute, made an adjustment, and flagged it down as it was headed toward the right field fence. Had it gotten over him, it would have bounced a couple times, but
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Lucas.
had some giddy up on it. So the batter is the Legion pickup for Yankton, Lucas Kampshoff. He's also the 4 batter, batting cleanup in the Tappers lineup. So the 2 Legion kids are both batting cleanup for their respective teams. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one misses outside. Mentioned Jerry earlier. Ruby Kampshoff is the grandma. Ruby is a card. Here's the pitch, lined out into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Lucas tallies his first hit on the day now, and he's 1 for 2 with a single. Yep.
Number 15, the designated hitter, Colin Zarbach.
Colin Zarbach steps up. He's serving as the designated hitter today. Struck out swinging in his first at bat. Ellingson sets and delivers, and this one's shot out into right field. So the Yankton Tappers come up with back-to-back hits. And with 1 down, there are 2 on.
Number 19,
Yes.
the first baseman, Mitch Gullickson.
Mitch Gullickson steps up. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to the third baseman. Hard ball over there to Baker at third in his first at bat. Hard hit ball, I should say. First pitch to him is on the way, and it's fouled into the screen. On the season, Gullickson batted .240. Here's the 0-1, and that misses. 1-1 the count. Ellingson checks the runner a couple times out there. There's a bunt drop down. He's bunting for a hit, and he's going to... Oh, wow. Nice job by Ellingson, recognizing that that one might have enough momentum to continue carrying for a while, and it did squirt foul. Very good bunt. Just unfortunate that it didn't keep hugging the line if you're Gullickson. One and two the count.
Who's doing the other side? What's up?
Joined by Haley now up here in the booth. It smells better than with a bunch of dudes that smell like onions and BO. And now the count 2-2. Haley, are you one of the 2 newest employees of Live Ticket?
Yes, I am.
Right on. I met her a couple nights ago. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one buzzes him inside. Now it's full with 1 down.
After 10 days of this, we all smell like onions and soy BO.
You hop in the shower and try to scrub it away, but boy. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled off. We'll do her again. Caleb Titsey again, working to my left. He is all mic'd up and ready to go, but he's been having to do some troubleshooting as this game has unfolded. Here's a ball again, fouled into the net. He got us positioned to actually start bringing you the coverage today, and Jody Brozick came over and helped to fix some other problems. And that was Haley Guckheisen, I believe is her last name.
Yep, you are right, Brock.
Here's the pitch, and that's chopped back to Ellingson. Ellingson looked at second and then decided he'll just go to first. His momentum was carrying him that way, so he chooses not to try to chop down one of the front two runners. Credit him with an assist, and Vining with the put out over there at first base. So with two down, runners are on second and third. Zarbach out at second. Luke Kampshoff at third, and this is Sam Kampshoff. Kampshoff 0 for 1 so far. Struck out swinging in his first at bat. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Sam Kampshoff now down in the count 0-2. Looking at the board, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Aberdeen Circus. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for Yankton. And Ellingson delivers that one high and away again, trying to get the batter to chase. 0-2. My college coaches told me don't throw a strike. Put it in a place trying to tease them into swinging something that they can't catch up to, or if they do, they're not going to be able to hit it hard.
And that's kind of what my high school coaches told me as well. Just put it in a spot where they're not going to have a chance.
Samuel Kampshoff goes down swinging. So in the bottom of the fourth for Yankton, there were no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head into the top of the fifth. Aberdeen coming to bat, leading 2-0 when we come back on Live Ticket TV in 60 seconds.
Members of the Mitchell
Dr. Kelly Tobin and staff at Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic are proud supporters of high school athletics. When it comes to large and small animal health, look to Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic. They understand how important your livestock is to you and will give you service that you can depend on. Call 539-1040. That's 539-1040. Rolling Hills is located on Dakota Avenue, across from Farm Bureau in Wessington Springs. Rolling Hills Veterinary Clinic.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
The heart of farming season is coming up, and Caton International is your HIH dealer in Crofton, Nebraska. Caton International offers top-notch parts and service to keep your equipment running smoothly all season long. Their team of experts is there to help with any maintenance or repairs you may need, so you can focus on what you do best, farming. And don't forget to check out their website for the latest deals and promotions. Whether you're in the market for a new piece of equipment or just need some replacement parts, Caton International has you covered.
And we're back. Easton Miller stepped up and took the first pitch that he saw over to the third baseman, Luke Kampshoff, for an out, pop fly. The batter now is the catcher, Kelly Coates. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count with 1 down. Josh Steinwant waits on deck. Here's the pitch, and that right down the middle for a called strike. And there's a swing and a miss. Each of the teams that plays over here at Drake today comes in with 1 loss last weekend up in Brookings. So these are elimination games over on the Cadwell Diamond. We've got action going on, and we'll try to get you updated on that. 2-2 the count now to Kelly Coates. Here's the pitch. He slashes that one. Oh, what a heck of a play. Nice play over there as Gullickson lays out and flags it down. Want, like you want your dubage.
Number 37 is second baseman Josh Steinwant.
Steinwant lifts this one on the well into shallow left field. And that gets down. Tough play for Goki. Yep. Call it a base hit. Steinwant.
Number 8, the left fielder, Jesse Babcock.
He couldn't have been hustling down the line. He certainly didn't round it big over there at first. 2 down. The batter is Jesse Babcock, the left fielder for Aberdeen. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. That one misses in. 1-1 now the count with 2 down. Steinwant at first. Here's the pitch. And that one misses high and away. 2-1 now, the count. Sudbeck, the pitcher, rangy left-hander. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that runs the count to 2-2 with 2 down. Kicks and fires, and that one misses. So the count is full. Steinwant should be going. He's checking with Spencer Sudbeck, the first base coach. Confirms that it is 3-2, and there he goes. And a wave and a miss, and that's going to do it. Jesse Babcock goes down on strikes. For Aberdeen, there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base in the middle of in the top of the 5th. We head into the bottom when we come back on Live Ticket TV. In 60 seconds.
Experience the enduring legacy of Castlewood Farms Elevator, a farmer-owned cooperative that has served the ag community for more than a century. Dedicated to enhancing efficiency and offering superior services, they provide a comprehensive range of crop nutrition, protection products, commercial fertilizer, and livestock feed. Visit CastlewoodElevator.com or give them a call today. Your ultimate destination for agriculture needs is Castlewood Farmers Elevator.
Discover a piece of Americana at Cohn's Corner, a renowned 1920s rural gas station turned firearm haven in the upper Midwest. Since 2004, their updated store has preserved nostalgia with gas pumps and snacks for travelers alongside a selection of 2,500 firearms. Purchase in-store or through Charlie for global delivery. They buy single guns, entire collections, and offer trades. Whether you're a collector or looking to sell, they've got you covered. Cohn's Corner, proud sponsor of Castlewood Youth Athletics and Events.
And we're back. Josh Sheldon leading things off. He's up in the count 1-0. Here's the second pitch to him, and that one misses off the corner. 2-0 the count. Sheldon is the right fielder for the Tappers. He's 0 for 1 so far today. He flied out to right in his first at bat. Here's the 2-0, and he waves and misses at that one. Ellingson going out there and painting the outside corner. Might have been a little off the plate, but he went after it. Here's the 2-1. And there's a called strike. So now it's evened up at 2-2. And here's the pitch, and that one's fouled off. Count remains 2-2. And there's a pitch again, fouled off. First base coach gets a hand on it, knocks it down, keeps it from running into the bullpen. Good effort. Eric, I know I saw a note from you. I just looked at it, and I'm going to try to get you an answer. There's a ball tapped foul, and, well, it hugged the line for a while, but the minute it got on the foul side, third baseman Baker killed it by touching it in foul territory. So a pesky at bat here for young Sheldon. Got nobody listening to me in this booth. Josh Sheldon about to see his 8th pitch of the at-bat, and that one misses high and away, so it's now full. Ellingson got down in the count 2-0, comes back with several strikes in a row. Here's the pitch, payoff, and a swing and a miss. Sheldon goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Mac Reichen. Now batting second baseman, Mac Reichen. Filling in while Rodney's distracted. Here's the first pitch, and that's taken for a called strike.
So what I was thinking about doing is like maybe just
program 701.
Here's the 0-1, and that one's fouled into the net. Good hustle by the ball boy. Mitchell Baseball does a great job putting on this tournament, including having ball shakers, a number of different youngsters helping out. That pitch from Ellingson was high for a ball, 1-2 the count. And here's the pitch, and that's a called strike. Freezes him on the breaking pitch. Kelly Coates thought that we had a new rule in baseball where you only needed 2 outs in the 5th inning. He flipped it back out there and was heading to the dugout. That is only the second out. And so the batter is Shugo Kondo, the catcher. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Flight out to right and then double on a line drive to center. This time he lifts it out into right field, and that's Easton Miller coming on, making the play, and retiring the side for Yankton in the bottom of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no men left on base. We'll head into the top of the 6th inning with Aberdeen continuing to lead 2-0, trying to extend that lead when we come back in 60 seconds on liveticket.tv.
At Heartland State Bank, our customers are at the center of everything we do. Heartland State Bank is a family-owned community bank and here for you. We have an experienced lending staff for fast, local decisions. Heartland State Bank offers competitive rates and is proud to provide uptown services with a hometown touch. With 4 locations in Redfield, Tulare, Wessington, and Highmore, we aspire to support the communities we live and work in. Heartland State Bank, member FDIC.
It may seem like the smallest town in South Dakota, so how could it have everything you need when you may find yourself in the middle of nowhere? But at Canova Service Center, whatever you may need in the middle of nowhere, that's where they are. Fencing, lumberyard, hardware, oil changes, tire sales, and repair. Rental equipment, feed bunks, cattle shelters, convenience store, and more. So no, you're not in the middle of nowhere. It's the Canova Service Center.
We're your local one-stop shop. This is Angela, owner and operator of Amcota Farm and Home Center. From the DIYers, fixer-uppers, to contractors, we have what you need to get the job done. Building supplies, Valspar paint, and tools, Crystal X tubs, fencing supplies, and bog boots for your farm needs. We know how busy life can get. We offer delivery to make your life easier. Amcota Farm and Home Center on Dakota Avenue in Wessington Springs. Big city value.
If you love being outside, solving...
And we're back here. Top of the 6th inning about to unfold. Cade Sudbeck begins his 6th inning of work. He has thrown 60 pitches through 5. Colton Cox going to lead it off. The center fielder from Aberdeen is 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to the shortstop and flied out to the first baseman. Here's the first pitch. He hits this one out into center field. That's Sam Kampshoff under it. Has to retreat a little bit, but flags it down for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the 6th.
Number 10, the shortstop, Michael Babcock.
Now batting is the shortstop, Michael Babcock. He checks in at 1 for 2 so far. Singled on that line drive out to left in his first at bat in the first inning, and then lined out to third. Hit the ball hard twice. He shows bunt, pulls back. Pretty close pitch there. 1-0 the count. Trying to draw the third baseman in a little bit, get himself a little bit better crack at knocking one through. Takes that one for a ball. It's 2-0. Kampshoff pretty much stayed put. Here's the pitch, and that one is a called strike. 2-1 now the count. Cade Sudbeck kicks and fires, and that one is low, perhaps, and away. 3-1. And here's the pitch. That one misses. So Michael Babcock draws a walk, gets things started here with one down.
Number 13, third baseman, John Baker.
John Baker up to bat, 1 for 2. He's the one who homered, knocking in Babcock in the first inning, a 2-run job. And then he struck out, was thrown out at first base on the drop third strike. Flies out into center field, and Sam Kampshoff pretty much had him played perfectly, didn't have to move much at all as he hauls that one in. So 2 down. The batter is Casey Vining, the first baseman, Legion pickup. He's flied out to right and lined a double out to right. Here's the pitch, and that one's taken high for ball 1. One on the count. Sudbeck checks the runner at first and kicks and fires. Here's the pitch, and it's lined out into center field, and that's going to 3-hop the fence. Well, it rolled to the fence, I guess, but he smashed it. And Vining is going to coast in with a triple of the stand-up variety and an RBI to boot. So that does extend the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar lead to 3-0 here in the top of the 6th. Batter will be Tyler Oliver, 0 for 2 so far on the day. He's the designated hitter. He's grounded out to the first baseman and to the pitcher. See if he can barrel one up. So far he's dribbled it twice. The pitch. And that one is over the inside half for a called strike. Here's the 0-1 to T.O. Chops that one over to the shortstop. Golke's up with it and over to first base. That's Gullickson taking the throw, and that's going to retire the side, but not before the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar tallies another run. There was 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
For Aberdeen in the top of the 6th.
We'll head into the bottom of the 6th in 60 seconds with Yankton coming to bat on Live Ticket TV.
The Friends of Amateur Baseball are sponsored.
In working with your hands, apply now at James Valley Landscape Solutions. James Valley offers on-the-job training in all aspects of the green industry, with modern equipment and technology and competitive pay. Benefits include overtime pay, health care, dental, vision, and more. Apply now at jamesvalleylandscape.com or in person at 600 West Spruce in Mitchell.
Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator is a proud supporter of the Mount Vernon Mustangs at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator has been servicing the Mount Vernon area for over 75 years. See them for your agronomy and feed needs no matter the farming season. They will take care of all your grain handling needs as well. Mount Vernon Farmers Elevator would like to wish the Mustangs and all the teams best of luck at the state tournament.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Will Rauch is the batter. He fouled the first one off over by the third base dugout. Here's the 0-1, and that bender misses just a little bit off the plate. 1-1 the count. Rauch is the left fielder from Yankton. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Takes that one for a ball. Now up in the count, 2-1 is Rauch. He flied out to left and flied out to center in his first 2 at-bats. Takes this one for a called strike. Now the count 2-2. Here's the pitch, and that one's fouled off. The count remains 2-2. Ellingson now at the 69 pitch mark. Here's the next pitch, and that one's lined out into right field. It's going to fall in front of Easton Miller for a base hit. And the Yankton Tappers have their leadoff batter on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next up for the Tappers is the shortstop, Joe Goki. Goki is 1 for 2. Lined a single into center and lined out to right. Hit the ball hard both times up. 1 hit to show for it. Ellingson sets and fires. Here's the swing, and it's skied out into foul territory, I believe. And Michael Babcock ranges over, calls off the third baseman, and he makes the play. Again, just in foul territory. Had a ways to go for that one, but certainly up to the task. And now the batter is Lucas Kampshoff, third baseman from Yankton. 1 for 2 on the day. He flied out to left and singled on a liner to left. Here's the pitch. That one misses. 1-0 the count. This game just turned an hour old here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one's fouled off. Yep. So as I was getting ready to leave the motel today, I recognized that there were emergency vehicles all over. I rerouted and still had to figure out a path to get here. My point is that Yankton was held up by that same accident. I don't know what it was, and we certainly are concerned for the well-being of whoever was involved in it, but Rauch steals second on that pitch, so with a 2-1 count and 1 down now, Kampshoff up in a situation where he can do some damage with a base hit, should score a run. So Yankton, I called the field and I said, hey, I'm running a little bit late. Can you give me the lineup so I can start getting them in? And they said, yeah, well, Yankton got held up by that too. So a little bit tough when you roll in expecting, or you roll into town expecting to get to the field an hour ahead of the game, and you end up barely getting here 25 minutes before. Kampshoff now facing a 3-2 count. Here's Ellingson's set and the payoff pitch on its way. And that one misses high and away. I think that might be the first walk issued. It is. Ellingson with 6 strikeouts so far and 1 free pass. So with runners on first and second, the batter is Colin Zarbach. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging and singled on a liner out to right. A lot of these guys will spray it around, certainly capable of pulling the ball, but they'll go with it too very nicely. Good hitters. And there's a hard hit ball right out to Babcock. He steps on second and completes the twin killing as he fires to first base. Had to wait a little bit for the signal from Mercado, but that retires the side. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base for the Tappers in the bottom of the 6th. The Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar continues to lead 3-0, trying to extend that when we come back on Live Ticket TV in 60 seconds.
Each family's needs are different and special. Will Funeral Chapel will listen with sensitivity, answer all questions, and respect your choices. The Will Funeral Chapel staff can assist you in planning and coordinating all the details. They will explain all the different options to make you feel at ease and most comfortable with all the decisions. Find out more by visiting their website at willfuneralchapel.com. Their sincerest hope is that you and your family will be comforted by their efforts.
Are you in need of high-quality lumber for your next project? Looking for top-notch agronomy services to keep your crops thriving? Need a reliable source of propane and fuel for your home or business? Look no further than Tabor Lumber Co-op. Whether you're a seasoned contractor or a DIY enthusiast, Tabor Lumber Co-op has everything you need to get the job done right. And with their competitive prices and top-notch customer service, you'll be glad you chose Tabor Lumber Co-op for all your lumber, propane, and agronomy services.
And we're back here in the top of the 7th inning. Aberdeen steps up. Easton Miller, the first batter of the inning, takes the first pitch for a called strike. Cade Sudbeck has thrown 72 pitches now. And here's the pitch. And this one's fouled off out of play. 0-2 the count to Easton Miller. Miller able to check his swing.
Aberdeen at the top of the 7th inning. Number 19, the right fielder, Easton Miller.
And that one misses. 2-2 the count. And that one's hit out to the second baseman. And he's up with it and over to first base. Sounded to me like it probably broke the bat. That bat likely firewood at this point.
Number 17, the catcher, Kelly
With
Coates.
one down, the batter is Kelly Coates, the catcher, the backstop, if you will, from Aberdeen. 0 for 2 on the day. He's grounded out to the shortstop and lined out to first. That was that one that Gullickson laid out for and flagged down. Here's the pitch, and that one misses low. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one misses off the plate outside, perhaps a little bit high as well. The count 2-0. The pitch on its way, chopped. The umpire indicated that it hit the batter's foot while he was still in the batter's box, so it's a foul ball. 2-1 the count.
That's okay. We got friends of amateur baseball to do, so.
Here's the pitch. Chopped on the infield again. Lucas Kampshoff, Luke, I should say, fires across and chops down Kelly Coates.
Number 37, the second baseman, Josh Steinwall.
Josh Steinwant, the batter, he's 1 for 2 on the day. There's a pitch taken for a called strike.
Well, at least for this inning.
I walked into the Cadwell press box, there's 4 people.
Steinwant shoots that one over to Luke Kampshoff. He's up with it and over to first base. 3 up and 3 down for the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar in the top of the 7th. We'll head into the bottom of the 7th. We're going to stretch here, see if Rodney Hass will sing the 7th inning stretch. When we come back, Yankton will be up. Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour are your 100% locally owned team of agronomy experts. We offer Agronomy 365, which provides info in real time to make decisions that result in better, more profitable farming. We know you and your operation with service beyond compare. Get a jump on spring planning with Agronomy Plus in Mitchell, Rock Creek and Howard, and Valley Station in Armour. We are ag done right, the American way.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Leading off for the Tappers is Mitch Gullickson, the first baseman. He's 0 for 2 so far. Takes that one for a called strike.
Leading off for Yankton in the bottom of the 7th inning, number 19, third baseman Mitch Gullickson.
Well, that would have been a little different, but I got my 2.
Count now to Gullickson 1-1. Gullickson lines that one. Wow. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I saw the call, and I thought that he was indicating that he was out. There was a heck of an effort. I was screened out by the third base dugout. So credit Gullickson with a leadoff double on a line shot out into left field. Jesse Babcock not able to flag it down. Gullickson out at second. It's a good way to start the inning if you're the Tappers. See if Chad Ellingson can work his way out of this. He's up to 81 pitches now. Babcock looks to be a little shaken up. He's trying to get the bugs knocked loose. He might be looking for something, too, the way it looks. Could be. Batter now is Samuel Kampshoff, the center fielder from Yankton. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging twice. First pitch taken high and in for ball 1. Elbow looks in. I should say Elbow Jr., Ryan, the original Elbow. Got his call, and here's the pitch. That one misses. 2-0 the count. Kelly Coates going to run out there and talk things over with him, get on the same page. That was a quick one. I wonder if he didn't switch what pitch he was going to call. Or, he's probably giving a series of signs. He might have said, let's go with the third pitch or third one that I give you, or first one after a 1 or something like that. There's a called strike over the inside corner. 2-1 now the count.
Yeah, I think you're right, Brock. I mean, we used to do that all the time. A guy would get on second, and then he'd start to show open hand to give a sign back to his batter, and then a catcher would run out, and we'd have a series of signs. So I think you're right on that one.
Yankton hasn't had a lot of guys on second base. A couple, I think, but just making sure as they head into the last 3 frames that they're on the same page. Ellingson sets. Here's the 2-1 as Gullickson jumps around out there. He knocks this one down, and that one's going to go foul. Now, you want to kill it right away when it's in foul territory. No sense letting it roll the last 10 feet like he did there. Once it's foul, you've accomplished what you wanted. If it hits something and rolls back, then it's a scramble. The count now 2-2.
I say you line that around the whole field, like the outfield, and then and around.
It's not as big of a deal on turf, but you never know when there's something there that might cause it to bounce back. As I said earlier, T.O. grounded the one up the first baseline, and it looked like it bounced on both sides of the line multiple times. 3-2 now the count. Again, this is Sam Kampshoff.
Oh, yeah. And Kettle's a bowl, too. It's like simple as this.
And here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4. So Chad Ellingson finds himself in a sticky situation with runners on first and second, nobody out here. And Josh Sheldon, the right fielder, steps up to the dish. He's 0 for 2. He's flied out to right and struck out swinging. The Yankton Tappers have tallied 6 hits on the day, and Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar has 5. I just noticed we've got 1 extra hit for Yankton on the board and 1 too few for Aberdeen. Attempted pickoff out there of Gullickson at second base. Sheldon steps out again, and now he's back in the box. Chad Ellingson peers in for his sign. Vining playing very shallow, expecting the bunt. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up. That's not a good bunt. The only question there was Vining going to roll Ellingson? He had a head of steam as he was charging hard. He gave way and managed to avoid contact.
Well, there's the hug out there.
Do you want to take over on the call? I got to answer one here.
Yeah. Pitch coming in, it's going to be high for ball one. Right over the back of the batter here. I'll have to get my lineup pulled up so I can see. This is number 3, Matt Riken at the plate now for the Tappers. 1 out now, runners on first and second base. Pitch coming in, swing and a miss on the outside corner. A nice pitch there on that outside corner by Ellingson. Got him to chase. Count is evened up here at 1-1, 1 away. Ellingson kicks and deals. This one hit down the line, and it's going to be just foul. Hard hit ball down the line. Count is now 1-2.
B&S Services LLC is your locally owned repair service center. We specialize in full-service automotive, semi-trailer, and small engine repair, along with tire services. Repair services range from a simple oil change to sharpening mower blades to a more complicated electrical diagnosis. Located at 38058 South Coda Highway 34, look for us on the hill heading west out of town. Phone Cody Barber 605-350-4293 and Arian Schooler 605-770-9398. B&S Services LLC is a proud sponsor of Wessington Springs Spartans Athletic.
In the 8th inning, Luke Kamshoff up there facing a 0-1 count, and that one was delivered high for ball 1. 1-1 the count. The Yankton Tappers third baseman 1 for 2 with a walk. Shoots that one over to the third baseman. That was a hard hit ball. John Baker does a good job knocking it down, making the play.
Yeah, that's one good thing about Drake and the entire infield being turf is there really shouldn't be a bad hop. Now, there might be a ball coming really hot off the turf, but as far as it goes, it should fly true. Or bounce true, rather.
Right. Batter now is the designated hitter, Colin Zarbach. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Ellingson gets him to go after that one. He drives it out into right field, and oh my goodness. Oh, I thought Easton Miller tracked it down. It's going to go for a triple as it rolled to the fence. That was Cox over to make the play. It looked to me like he stuck his glove out and the ball disappeared. I didn't realize it had gotten down. So credit Zarbach with another hit, and it was a triple. The batter now is the first baseman, Mitch Gullickson. Also 1 for 3 on the day. He's grounded out on the infield twice and double on a liner to left.
Hard hit ball now down the left field line, and that is foul.
Ellingson now has thrown 112 pitches, 70 have been strikes, 42 balls. Pretty good ball, strike-to-ball ratio. There was one that just missed off the corner. Had that little hiccup in the previous inning. 7 strikeouts and 3 walks on the day for him. His counterpart has struck out 3 and walked 1 for Yankton. There's a ball shot down the line, and that's going to go for an RBI double, I believe. Throw comes in a little bit tardy, and he's in there with a stand-up double. And he puts himself in scoring position. That probably is important as anything to note here.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, number 13, Sam Kamshoff.
So Zarbach scampered across on the double for another run for Yankton, and they are now trailing 3-2 with one down, and Sam Kampshoff, the center fielder, up to bat. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Kampshoff struck out his first 2 at-bats swinging, and then he walked in his 3rd plate appearance. So he's been on base once. Here's the pitch, and he fouls that one off himself. 1-1 the count. Starting to get a little more sultry as the sun comes around here and beats in on us a little bit more. Down on the turf, probably 10 or 12 degrees hotter than what we're experiencing on this bright sunshiny day. Here's the 1-1. And that's high for ball 2 now. 2-1 the count. Ellingson sets, checks the runner, kicks and fires. And that one misses. 3-1 now the count. For Ellingson, pitch counts by innings 6, 11, 13, 20, 14, 14, 29, and now 11. That 29 pitch inning taking a toll. There's a called strike. Runs the count full. 3-2 the count with one down, runner on second base. Kampshoff back in there, and here's the kick and the delivery. And a swinging and a miss. It's his 3rd time that he's gone down on strikes. Had some good swings, but not able to come up on the successful side of that battle. So that runs us to puts 2 outs on the board, and Josh Sheldon, the 8th batter in the order, also 0 for 3 on the day. Flied out to right, struck out swinging, and bunted out to the pitcher. That was a pop-up that was intended to be a sacrifice. Not able to get the job done. 1-0 the count now.
Yeah, if you're Yankton, you really want this base hit, especially out there in right center field. I'm just taking a look out there, and there's a big gap out between the two. This one popped up on the right side.
Ellingson under it, and he calls everybody off. Not that anybody was going to get close anyway. That little pop fly handled by the pitcher. Doing a good job fielding his position, and that retires aside. But not before Yankton tallies their 2nd run of the game, thus making it 3-2. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head into the 2 men. That's right. We'll head into the top of the 9th inning. Aberdeen now clinging to a 1-run lead. It's 3-2. We'll be back in a minute on Live Ticket TV.
Dimmick Cheese.
You are a dynamite contractor. Your younger brother Gary is a slightly less dynamite contractor. But together, you make Mom proud. Look at you two. And look at your crew. Brenda the Calculator Cutler, Bill the Drill Robinson, and then there's the new guy. New guy struggles with stairs, and that'll cost you. Lucky for you, you have IMT Business Insurance. Learn more at imtins.com. Be worry-free with IMT.
Advanced Sunflower is your locally owned and operated sunflower processing company that buys all types of sunflowers for the edible and bird food industries. They market sunflowers domestically and internationally, so they have a wide range of options to get you the best price for your sunflowers. Most advanced sunflower contracts have an Act of God clause, so you don't have to worry if Mother Nature takes a toll on your crop. Give Jared or Danny a call to get you the most profit out of your sunflowers.
Welcome back here to the top of the 9th inning as number 11, Casey Vining, takes a called strike. The left-hander still on the mound here for the Tappers, wheeling and dealing. And that is Sudbeck, Cade Sudbeck. So a quick 0-2 count. This one just low, so 1-2 now to Vining. Vining playing first base today.
3 infielders, incidentally. If you'll take a look around the infield, they've got 1 extra outfielder as they pulled their shortstop, I think, or their second baseman. Second baseman out. Vining, half-hearted swing at that and goes down on strikes. Brings to the plate the designated hitter, Tyler Oliver.
And as a hitter there, you kind of see that as a sign of respect, honestly.
Yeah, and who puts on that kind of a shift for a Legion kid?
Exactly. Big swing and a miss here. Batter is number 21, Tyler Oliver, DH today. That one just outside.
1-1 the count to T.O. Oliver 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs on the infield. 1 to first, 1 to short, 1 to the pitcher. There's a ball. 2-2 the count to T.O.
This one lined up the middle, and it's going to be down for a base hit. Right over second base. I mean, straightaway center. I don't know if you could get more straightaway center than that, Brack.
Correct. Dead on in the straight line behind second base from where I'm sitting.
Number 19, the right fielder.
Batter now is Easton Miller, 0 for 3 on the day. He's flied out to center, popped out to third, and grounded out to second.
Tying run is now on first base, or sorry, never mind. This is Aberdeen up at the plate. I apologize.
Your attention, pitch running.
I will. I was trying to get the
Number 14, Wolf, Don Thorson.
Wolf Don Thorson is the batter, or the pinch runner, rather. And the batter is, again, Easton Miller takes the first one for a ball. He's listed on my game changer as Wolf apostrophe Don. And there's a called strike, 1-1 the count. I kept wondering about that. On the lineup card, they list him as Wolf Don Thorson, but they've got his last name as Wolf apostrophe Don. Called timeout. One and one remains the count. Big lead over there at first with the lefty on the hill. And there's a token move over to first.
I know I butchered it, but
Easton Miller steps back in. Pitcher gets his sign. Kicks and fires. There goes the runner. It's a hose from the catcher, but he had a really, really good jump. It's a called strike, but Wolf Don Thorson able to advance by swiping second base successfully. So Wolf Don Thorson in scoring position now. And there's a chopper foul. Thorson would be he's now inserted into the lineup in that 5 spot. If it happens that we go have a big inning here or end up in extra innings, we'll see if they have somebody else bat in his spot. I know he played last week, so he's probably in their lineup for the duration or at least for a while. There's a swing and a miss. And that's the second out. Kelly Coates now making his way to the plate. The catcher is 0 for 3 on the game. He's grounded out to the left side a couple times and lined out to the first baseman. Josh Steinwant on deck, hoping to get another crack. Runner remains at second. Sudbeck has his sign and sets and delivers. And that ball is lined into center field, and that's going to be a big and important insurance run. Aberdeen able to breathe just a little bit easier after that line drive RBI single off the bat of the backstop, Kelly Coates. As mentioned, the batter is the second baseman, Josh Steinwant. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Second baseman Josh Steinwant.
Struck out swinging in his first at-bat, singled on a fly ball to short. Not able to range out there. Landed in front of the left fielder and behind the infielders. And then he grounded out to the left side. And there's a called strike.
Courtesy runner for the catcher Coates at first base. It's number 7, Ryan Ellingson.
Ryan Ellingson, the manager for Aberdeen, now on as a courtesy runner for the catcher. He's been coaching third base throughout the game, but he stayed over there. They've got somebody else at that post. Here's the pitch, and a big swing, but he comes up empty. So now the count is 1-2 to Steinwant. Elbow gets his lead over there at first base. It's a short one. And the pitch misses high and away for ball 2. Deuces are wild once again here in the top of the 9th inning. Again, a short lead. There's the pitch, and the foul back right into the net in front of us. Jesse Babcock waits on deck. He served as the ball boy that time. Here's the 2-2 again. And that ball shot out there to the second baseman. He ranges over to his left. Steinwant hustling all the way, and he's safe. Credit Josh Steinwant with a hustle base hit. Mac Reichen did all he could. Ranged a long way over there into the hole to flag it down, but just not able to get enough on the throw. And that brings us to Jesse Babcock, the left fielder in the lineup. Is he batting 9th? He's 1 for 3 on the day. Sudbeck with a token, just pretty much stepped off, if you will, or even if you won't. Barrels that one up, but hits it foul. 0-1 the count to Jesse Babcock. Broke his bat on that one. Joined in the booth now by the big deal. The real deal. The real big deal. Oh, 1 the count. Sudbeck gets a sign, sets and fires. That one caught the plate for a called strike. Jesse Babcock down in the hole now, 0-2.
Do you think Wolf Don will go to right field?
That is his name.
Yeah,
when I did the program meeting, Jack looked that up. Double checked and triple checked.
He's in the DH spot right now, Rodney. He ran for him.
The 0-2 kick deal, swing and a miss, strike 3. And
that retires the side for Aberdeen in the top of the 9th inning. They scored 1 run. They tallied 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base.
We'll step aside here for a few moments. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 9th inning here on Live Ticket TV.
That fits your lifestyle and saves you money. Why would you settle for anything less? A Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa will earn travel rewards, 1% cash back, and 9.90% annual percentage rate, the right rate. And all the right features puts you right where you want to be. Stop by any convenient branch location or check us out online at DakotaLandFCU.com. Dakota Land, federally insured by NCUA.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing.
CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
We're back. Mac Riken steps up. He's the second baseman. Batting ninth in the order. He's 1 for 3 on the day for the Tappers. Struck out looking in his first couple at bats and then single on a liner out to left. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Chad Ellingson has now delivered 123 pitches in the game as he starts the ninth inning, and there's a flare out to the second baseman. Josh Steinwant over and under it, makes the play.
The top of the order, number 7.
Turns the lineup over to top of the order, number 7, Shugo Kondo.
Kondo is 1 for 4 on the day. He's got a double to his credit. Double on a line drive out to left. And there's a called strike.
Has a sign, kicks, deals. This one hit out into center field, right center field, and making the grab is a center fielder.
That would have been a home run in Castlewood. That was Colton Cox tracking that and making the play. 2 up and 2 down here for the Tappers in the bottom of the ninth. They're down to their last out, trying to stay alive. Will Rauch, the left fielder, steps up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Single on a liner out to right. And there's a ball dribbled out to the second baseman. Josh Steinwant up with it over to first base. Vining able to pick it, and that's going to do it. 3 up, 3 down for Elbow in the bottom of the ninth inning. 5 pitches in that inning, so he really got efficient there after having a couple where he had to labor a little bit. That's going to do it. The time of the game was 1 hour and 48 minutes. I'll tally things up, and I'll get you some totals here directly. Tappers. Tappers. For the Aberdeen Circus Sports Bar, in their successful effort here, Michael Babcock was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored, also walked once. John Baker 1 for 4 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Casey Vining 2 for 4 with an RBI. Tyler Oliver 1 for 4. Wolf Don Thorson came in and scored a run. Kelly Coates 1 for 4 with an RBI. Josh Steinwant 2 for 4. Jesse Babcock 1 for 4. So 2 runs by Baker, 1 by Vining, and 1 by Kelly Coates. They tallied 9 hits on the other side. Oh, and Vining had a double and a triple. For the Tappers, Shugo Kondo 1 for 5. Will Rauch 1 for 4. He also walked once. Joe Goki 1 for 4. Lucas Kampshoff 1 for 3 with a base on balls. Zarbach was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Gullickson 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. And Mac Riken 1 for 4 with an RBI. So they tallied 2 RBIs, Gullickson and Riken. 2 runs scored, Gullickson and Zarbach. Gullickson had 2 doubles, and Kondo had 1. Zarbach had a triple. So a few extra base hits. Both teams with 9 hits on the game. The line score, Circus Sports Bar, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Yankton, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Flawless baseball on the defensive side of things. On the mound, Sudbeck for the Tappers went 9 innings, scattered 9 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. 1 base on balls, 6 strikeouts. He did give up the home run. And Chad Ellingson, 9 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 bases on balls, and 8 strikeouts. Ellingson threw 127 pitches, 80 were strikes. And Sudbeck threw 119 pitches, 81 were strikes. Both guys with very high strike percentages as that game wore on. So that's going to do it for the First game from Drake Field. I'm going to see if I can get you an update. It's 5-0 over at Cadwell. Renner Monarchs currently leading the Sioux Falls Squirrels in the 8th inning, bottom of the 8th. So that game has one frame to go, and we'll be back here at Drake with the second game of the day over here, the third game of the day in the A ranks. Next game will feature the Brewers from Sioux Falls versus the Cubs from Brookings. We'll be set to go here probably in about 15 minutes. No field maintenance needed over here at Drake, so it's going to be a quick turnover. Grab yourselves a soda and pop some popcorn and settle in for the next game. For Caleb Titsey, Jody Brozick, all the Haley Gukeisen, Ryan Deal, Cole Larsh, everybody who's had a hand in this. Rodney Haas from 605 Sports, I think. I don't know, unless something went awry overnight. I think he's still on your payroll. This is Brock Greenfield. I'm signing off for this game. Switch viewers and join us for the next one. We'll be back in 15 minutes.